most dangerous, different, black, sassy, important, mainstream.
Keep it real. Got one of the biggest things in American culture.
They not like us.
Think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club. You want to shake it up?
They not like us. Wake the up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy,
The Family Guy.
Jess Hilarious,
I'm the wild card. Keep it real.
and Charlamagne the God.
I'm a lovable app.
Royal clan.
Yo, I'm loving that energy up there right now.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show to them.
Now let's begin.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious is on maternity leave. What's up, Lauren LaRosa?
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday. Good morning. How do y'all feel out there? I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here for another day to serve.
Yes. How you
LL
feeling,
Cool
Lauren?
Bay. LL Cool Bay.
Don't be nice to me. You got people in my DMs asking about my underarms.
Well, you need to shape on your underarms. Let's not do that this morning.
No, yeah. Envy, I feel amazing this morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. I see you got the nice jersey on.
Yeah, the Godspeed.
Covering
The
up.
bro
She
hook.
must not have did that little shave yesterday.
He just said he didn't want to start,
Exactly, right? And I knew he was gonna say that. But shout out to Godspeed. They hooked me up yesterday. I went through their store in Soho.
Soho, yeah.
So nice inside of there.
Salute to Godspeed. There's a bunch of brothers from Queens that put on a clothing line that's, I'm sure your favorite celebrities wearing. They're doing pretty dope, so I like to support them. Black brothers from the hood, so salute to Godspeed. What's up, Charlamagne?
I am happy to be here this morning. How y'all feeling out there? God is good. Mm-hmm. The good sister Claressa Shields will be here this morning.
The champ is here.
I am a huge fan of Claressa Shields. First 5-division champion in women's boxing, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. I'm sure y'all saw the documentary that came out about her years ago called T-Rex on Netflix. She's been here before. She's been to Breakfast Club before.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she's been here a couple times, if I'm not mistaken. But she's back. She's got a movie in theaters December 25th based on her life. It's a biopic directed by Barry Jenkins. If you know the name Barry Jenkins, he's an Oscar winner. He directed Moonlight, right? Moonlight is a gay movie. Right? It is. You know what's so interesting about Moonlight? I remember being out of the country and I wanted to watch Moonlight, and it was blocked in that country.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
And so then I ended up going down a rabbit hole, or should I say rabbit's butthole? and I went down the rabbit hole of I wanted to see if this country was just blocking all movies, because I didn't realize Netflix at the time had categories.
So you just started searching
of
all
just
gay
films.
movies?
Well, the second movie I
Definitely
thought, what's another gay movie? What's the thing?
Brokeback
Mountain. So I searched Brokeback Mountain. That was blocked, and then it just took me through this whole category of movies. It was like Adam and Steve, and it was just a bunch of different gay films that were all blocked in this country, and I was like,
I know Pornhub search. Hate to see you coming.
Well, why would I be on Pornhub searching that? I was looking for a nice movie to watch, Lauren. Okay?
Sure.
But any movie with a gay theme was blocked in this country.
What country?
I'm not saying. There's no need for me to do that to them.
I'm just curious. All right. Yeah, well, salute to Claressa Shields. I actually seen her in Shreveport, Louisiana. She pulled up on me at the car show and was like, "Lo, I can't come to the Breakfast Club." I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "I want to come tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay."
That's the homie.
She's so dope.
Who's
That was
gonna
my
say
first
no to
time
her?
meeting her, but she was really dope.
Yeah.
I like her energy.
So we're gonna kick
She
her
talk
a
heavy
little bit.
too.
Yeah, she talk heavy.
She'll
She don't
beat
play.
your ass.
She'll beat everybody's
Claressa
ass in
spars
there.
with grown men.
Big
Literally.
ones.
Yeah, for real. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news when we come back. Morgan Wood will be joining us. I'm sure there's more political news. Donald Trump, Biden, so don't go anywhere. Kamala Harris, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess is on maternity leave, so Lauren LaRosa's filling in. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan Wood.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Yeah, let's get into it. Please make sure you are registered to vote. A great resource is vote.gov. Hope you guys are registered. Hope you're encouraging your friends, your family to be registered to vote. Don't wait until Election Day and you're at the polls to figure it all out and be surprised, because then it's going to be too late. I say that because former President Donald Trump cast his ballot yesterday in Florida's primary election while speaking to reporters.
I thought he was against early voting.
But he definitely voted early.
Trump has always said he didn't like early voting.
He went to the polls yesterday in Florida, and while speaking to reporters, he addressed the claim that Vice President Kamala Harris used artificial intelligence-generated photos to exaggerate the size of her rally crowds. Let's hear more from President Trump in Florida.
Well, I can't say what was there, who was there. I can only tell you about ours. We have the biggest crowds ever in the history of politics.
So over the weekend, Trump claimed a picture shared from Harris's rally at the Detroit Metro Airport, saying that her campaign AI'd it. The Harris campaign responded to the claim on Truth Social by posting a video of Harris arriving at the airport and being greeted by that large crowd. Now, Trump also rallied in North Carolina yesterday, where he laid out his plans for the economy if he's elected to the White House in November. During a rally in Asheville, North Carolina, Trump said he'll make living more affordable. Let's hear more from former President Trump.
We will target everything from car affordability to housing affordability to insurance costs to supply chain issues. We have the worst supply chain we've ever had in the history of the country. In a situation with insurance like it is right now, you can't get it, no matter what you pay. But prices will come down. You just watch. They'll come down, and they'll come down fast, not only with insurance, with everything. Just so you know, they stopped it, and it was terrible what they did. That's what caused the whole problem in the country, even with supply chains. I mean, it just caused a problem. And then they said, go back to the Trump plan now. Now they're drilling. But the day after the election, if they win this election, the drilling stops.
I mean, that's what people want to hear about. But I thought Joe Biden drilled more than any president. Or am I making this up?
Or did they say Barack drilled more than any president?
I thought it was Biden.
I can't remember.
Maybe I'm making this up. But that's what people want to hear about. I mean, whoever can speak to the issues and convince people that they will be better off financially over the next 80-plus days, they're going to win the election. But I'm telling y'all right now, Trump's economic plan will not include stimulus checks. I know y'all think there's going to be more stimmies, more PPP loans, but y'all keep forgetting you didn't get that money out of the goodness of anybody's heart, okay? That was because there was a global pandemic. Millions of people had to die in order for you to get that money.
Right.
Okay? That's not happening this time around.
The world had to stop for you to get that money.
Unless, of course, there's another pandemic, which we hope there's not. No.
Newsweek is saying Biden drilled more.
Biden drilled more?
According to Newsweek.
Okay.
I believe that is true.
Appreciate that, Lauren. Yeah, so elsewhere in political news, Minnesota Governor and Vice Presidential candidate Tim Walz is agreeing to take part in a vice presidential debate hosted by CBS News. The event will take place on October 1st in New York City. Walz said on his X profile that he would agree, while Ohio Senator and Republican Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance said he would like to debate Walz more than once. Now, while speaking on Fox News, Vance said he strongly suspects he would also attend. The running mate of Donald Trump went on to say that he wanted a real debate that involved looking at moderators, discussing rules, and having a real audience. So you guys interested in seeing a vice presidential debate? Multiple ones, anyways?
Sure, I think it's needed.
Why not? I guess not really. I mean,
I kind of felt the same.
I'm here for the main event.
Yeah, why not? Though?
I'm here for the main event, the VP versus Trump. It's cool. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Those opening fighters, we don't care, huh?
Nah, not really.
Not this time around.
Yeah, get to the nitty gritty. I agree. And just switching gears and some other news, there have been multiple reports that hackers have stolen 2.7 billion records that include personal information from apparently a lot of people. Okay, a lot of Americans, people from the UK, and people in Canada, all impacted by this hack. Though, so the group is called USDOD, not to be confused with the Department of Defense. But social security numbers, physical addresses, and other personal information were stolen from the National Public Data Platform. That's the platform where employers, staffing agencies, investigators, they do their background checks. So according to a class action lawsuit filed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and as reported by the LA Times. Now, this hack, again, has impacted a lot of people, and hackers were looking to sell that information for $3.5 million. However, that information and data has already started leaking. So officials are warning that you use credit monitoring services, use multiple passwords for different logins. Don't use the same password for the same logins. Whether you're logging into your bank or your Facebook, change the passwords. Use two-factor authentication. And of course, as I mentioned just a moment ago, change your passwords regularly. I recently spoke to an ethical hacker, Tiffany Ricks. Shout out Tiffany Ricks of Hackware, about protecting yourself in this cyber world, and a BIN exclusive. So you can check out that conversation this Sunday on the Black Information Network. BINnews.com.
What are ethical hackers? People who break into stuff just to see what's possible, but they're not really trying to steal nothing?
Yes.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So isn't that cool? Be on that side of it. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that there are people who are not so ethical. So, we appreciate people like Tiffany Ricks. And check out that conversation, The Black Perspective, on BINnews.com on Sunday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. We will speak with her.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll see you next hour for Front Page News. Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Snow.
Hey, Snow, get it off your chest.
Okay, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Lauren, Envy.
Good morning.
Peace. How are you?
Okay, so I'm all right. Okay, so I'm an avid listener. And Char, they said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting the different results, right?
Yep.
Why every year around this time you tell us the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl?
Facts. Facts.
Cowboy fans is more than insane.
Charlamagne.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Facts.
why. Let me tell you why people say things like this is why women shouldn't watch sports. You know why I say it? You know why I say it every year around this time? Because their season is starting.
He's insane. That's
I
why.
know that,
No, 'cause
duh.
he's
The
insane.
season is starting.
Because he's insane, Snow.
Ain't nothing wrong with having faith, but that's insane.
That is insane.
Why is it insane? One day I'm gonna be right.
One day I'm gonna be
One
right.
day.
One of these years,
One of these years.
around this time of year, I'm gonna be correct. Okay,
That's diabolical. So weird.
man. You know what's crazy? At the end of
Snow.
December too, man. I be saying Merry Christmas around the same time
shut
every
up,
year. It's
man.
wild.
But it'd be really Christmas. Y'all ain't going to win no Super Bowl. Hello, who's this?
Yes, sir. It's J.A. from Indy.
Hey, J.A. from Indy. Jay, did you win your bet? I know you had a bet with your coworkers that you could call the Breakfast Club every morning. Are you winning that bet?
I've been winning, but I got some disconnect with you because I took your advice. And you weren't here on Monday for me to let you know you were wrong.
Oh, damn, my bad.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, but you told me to give the parole officer my detail. She called yesterday, asked me, did I have a job set up for my brother? And I'm like, what the hell? I already gave y'all my address. What else y'all want from me? So, Envy, Charlamagne told me to start saying no, and I called you to let you know I'm saying no going forward.
Wait, she asked you, did you have a job for him?
Yeah, you know that detail. They ask for your information. They ask
Yep.
about an address.
Not a job. They supposed to find their own job.
Well, his brother just got out of jail.
Yeah, but they find their own jobs.
He getting out, and they asked did I have a job set up for him because they heard I had a company. I'm like, I got a lawnmower. I ain't got no job.
Your
set up
brother
for
must
him.
have told them, I'm going home to work with my brother. Yeah, because
Absolutely.
they be supposed to find their own job.
J.A. said, no, he's not. I don't know that, man. He ain't working for me.
You gonna learn to say no, my brother, family or not.
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to let you know, DJ Envy, I'm done taking your advice, Charlamagne. We locked in. London, we locked in.
Who is London?
He meant Lauren LaRosa, he meant.
London
Lauren.
LaRosa.
That's
I
crazy.
like that. I
No,
like
because
that.
back in the day on Facebook, when Lauren London was like everybody wanted to be her, I used to call myself Lauren
Nobody thought you was Lauren London.
London. First of all,
Nobody
the same way
thought-
nobody think you Morris Chestnut.
Nobody
Morris Chestnut
thought you
sitting
was
over
Lauren
here.
London.
He tried to grow that salt and pepper beard, and he thought it was going to add to the 90s. You still not there
I'm
yet.
90s rom-com
It's still
fine.
giving
But let's go
1952
back
struggle.
to Lauren LaRosa saying that
Yeah.
everybody used to mistake her for Lauren London.
I didn't say that.
Never
I said there was an
happened.
era where everybody wanted to be Lauren London.
Wow, that's crazy,
Oh, my
Lauren.
goodness.
Everybody thought you was Lauren London. They used to call you Nene.
I did praise and worship. I did praise and worship this morning. You will not throw off my devotion.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, Envy, what's good? It's Big Cat from the Bronx.
Big Cap from the Bronx. What up? Get it off your chest, Cap.
I just want to talk about the event that just passed, the Streetport event, Human Harmony.
You was out there that whole weekend?
Yeah, it was a movie. I went to your car show twice. I did the Saturday and Sunday. I took a few pictures with you.
Did you catch 50 there when he passed through, or any of the artists that could pass through?
Well, at the car show, I didn't catch 50, but I did take a picture with Baby.
Oh, Baby was there, yeah. And what was your
especially
favorite
when-
event? Did you go to the Dome? Did you go to the comedy show? Did you go to performances?
I went to everything. Like, the whole time I was out there, I only slept like 5 hours for those 4 days.
Yeah, that was so dope, man. 50 put on a crazy event. No violence, no fighting, no robberies. It was dope.
You only slept 5
But I have
hours? What kept you
I
up?
have a
Cocaine?
question. Nah, I don't do coke, bro. Yo, Envy, your sister, is she single?
Who you talking about? Big ass Benz?
You don't say big ass Benz, man.
Yeah, she got on top of when they was doing the BMX. Oh, the flipping.
Yeah.
You must got a new assistant.
No. It's Benz. He's talking about her Instagram is Boot Camp Benz. You better highlight her. But
hold on,
she got a man.
How tall are you, first of all? Benz is 6'9".
She's not 6'9".
She got a size 13 in men's.
Oh my goodness.
Oh damn. Nah.
Even if they short like tall girls,
She's
why
like
you
six.
hating?
She's like 6'2".
I'm only 5'9".
Well, you know what? I tell her all the time her blessing is a short king, okay?
I don't know why people tell tall girls that. That is not.
Well, I do work for the city, so I might be the guy.
I'm with that.
Oh my
goodness. I might be short, but my benefits is tall.
That's right. Follow her right now.
Yo,
wait, what is it again?
Got him in.
Size 13 in men's. At size 13 in men's. What is it?
Boot Camp Benz. Boot Camp Benz. All right. She got.
Yo, Charlamagne, can I get a book?
You're going to need about 10 to stand on if you're going to holler at Benz. Eddie, put him on hold and give him a book.
And don't forget, my car show is this Saturday in New York, New Jersey. So if you want to come on through, we got celebrity cars and stuff for kids. It's going to be a whole a movie event. So many people passing through. I can't wait to see you guys this Saturday at the Meadowlands Expo Center in Jersey. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, we got Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa coming up.
Yes,
with Lauren London LaRosa.
You set yourself up.
I really do.
You be setting yourself up.
I be in here so vulnerable and open, and like you just come and just like crush anybody that's doing therapy. Need to stay away from you.
I respect it though. I respect the fact that people used to mistake you for Lauren London.
I never said that.
That's exactly what you said.
You were exactly what's wrong with the media
Lauren
today.
London
These sensationalized headlines is crazy. So for we're going to talk about Usher. He canceled his first tour stop in Atlanta yesterday, hours before the tour. Y'all know Usher, like he is a showman, so he was saying that he needs to take care of himself. So we're going to get into it.
All right, we'll get into that next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Usher was set to begin the past, present, and future tour yesterday in Atlanta. And just hours before the tour was supposed to open the doors, he posted on X and on Instagram that he was actually canceling the first opener show for the night, which was a very startling thing because if you know Usher, he takes his shows so serious. But he put out a statement and he said in his 30-plus career, he's put 100% of his blood, sweat, and tears into being the best performer and creating a memorable experience for all of his fans. He had every intention of doing that on the opening night. But he had to take some time to give his body a second to rest and heal. He told fans that night would actually be rescheduled, and they'll still get the same show, but they'll get 100% of him. He couldn't perform at 100% that night, so he decided to cancel.
I love it.
He said, the last thing I want to do is ever disappoint you, the fans who have been eagerly waiting for this tour to start. However, I wouldn't be the entertainer I am if I couldn't physically give you my best. And then let people know that they'll be rescheduled. Of course, some people were upset because they flew in and things of that nature and they didn't know until hours before. But there were a lot of positive support in the comments, like, put your health first.
That's right.
We know you. Like, he has a great rep as just being a showman. So people have to understand.
Not too much on Usher now. That man is 5 years old, you know, and he's been nothing but the epitome of professionalism forever. So whatever he's feeling mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, that has him drained, that makes him feel like he needed to take some time, he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, the fact that he knows when he needs to tap out and, you know, take a break. But there has to be some type of insurance or something that somebody could do all these concerts canceling like this, right? You think of Lovers and Friends Festival, you think of this, you think of all the cancels. Even Taylor Swift just canceled performances where people take their hard-earned money, they fly to these markets, they pay for hotels, they set up babysitters, and then they lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it got to be something where people can
they
more than ticket prices back. You
I was
know?
about to say, they get ticket prices, but it never goes extensive into like the stay and all that. And that was like some people's gripes. Like, they love Usher, but it's like, man, I just spent all this money to fly into Atlanta to be here.
And flight's expensive
and we
now.
can't, like, you know.
Flight's super
but he does
duper
have
fly.
other shows this weekend, but I just don't know if tickets are sold out if you can just forward on over.
I'm sure
to
they
another show.
sold out.
I get it, but there's nothing wrong with having boundaries. The days of pushing through are over. Okay, if you need to disconnect for your own mental and emotional well-being, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Especially in the age where everything's recorded. So what if he comes out there and has some type of breakdown?
Yeah, passes out or something.
Exactly, yeah, smart.
No, I'm gonna take time for myself. I'll get back to y'all in a minute.
I just hope it's serious anytime you gotta step away and disconnect, but I just hope it's not something that's like super serious where like more dates may have to be canceled, right. Because Usher does not just up and cancel. So you know what
Lauryn
I mean?
Hill been leaving y'all on read for 2 decades with no explanation, and y'all don't say nothing.
They've been saying something. They've been complaining about her.
They've been saying something, but they still gonna pull out.
That's
pull
right.
up.
They've been complaining.
Whoa. Okay, so Sexy Red has been having a few moments online, some interviews she's done, and just some celebrations. So yesterday, Tuesday the 14th, Get It Sexy received the RIAA Gold certification, and because of this, Sexy Red shared a story. So in this story, she talked about the night that she made Get It Sexy, the song. She said she was going through a lot. She had just had her baby. She was feeling depressed because she was going through postpartum depression. And her team in Miami would just put her in the studio and leave her there to write songs. And she said she would be in there just crying and thinking about life. And then one day she told her team, like, look, send me back to St. Louis so I can be around the ones that I love and get back to me. She said she was in the studio in St. Louis. She invited all of her friends and her sisters to the studio. They start turning up blunts, bottles, food, all of that stuff. And she just came up with Get It Sexy, Get It Sexy. And she said it was really a confidence booster for her. And they were so turned in the studio. All her sadness went away. She talked about how much she loved her family. And she said, P.S. I was moaning in the song because my hoe was behind me humping me while I was recording. So she just wanted the people to know that she had a good time recording it. But I went back and listened to the song after I read this. And I'm like, man, not this being like a motivational, like, aspirational song.
Yeah, she made her own version of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson said, you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Sexy Red was on the same type of energy. Sexy Red was feeling down. She was feeling depressed. So she looked in the mirror and she said, you know what? Get it, sexy.
Boy, you know this super fat.
Yeah.
I ain't lying, though. I know that's right.
Sexy in the Mirror.
Yes.
That's Sexy Red's version of Man in the Mirror. Drop on the clues bombs with Sexy Red. I respect it. I didn't know Michael Jackson was her inspiration.
She was also on the show, what is it called? It is called Thoughts in the Cully. So this is a show that, like, it's based in the UK, brings all the big artists in the UK and people that like stream well over there. And during the interview, she talked about her relationship with Chief Keef.
You were Chief Keef a lot recently.
Yeah.
Over the last few months. I know you were a big fan of him growing up. What's that relationship like now? It seems quite genuine.
It's genuine. That's my people's.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got too many homeboys that I could sit on the phone with. And I'm not even saying that's my homeboy because I don't know what we got going on. We like each other. But we can sit on the phone, we can be around each other and like act like we've been to each other all these years.
Oh, you guys actually like each other too?
Yeah.
Like each other.
That's my
But how does that work with the baby daddy though? It feels like
what baby daddy?
The one who got you rapping. That's
my ex.
Okay, cool. Feels
my
like
baby daddy in jail.
The first one.
That's my son daddy. He in jail. Free my baby daddy.
Hey, cool. So we might see you and Chief Keef one day or something.
That might be my third baby daddy.
I don't know if we need them to procreate, but I definitely wouldn't mind some music.
Me neither. So they are working on joint music. That was a thing. But I didn't know that was serious because we saw the pictures and videos of them together, and then they went into a song.
Trolling though, so you never know what's true and what's not true.
But she
be
seemed
having
like
fun.
It seemed like she low key in love with him, and when like I don't have many people I could just sit on the phone with, and like I don't know. But I'm here for the music as well too. And
those were amazing times, right?
What?
Those beautiful relationships. Like I think about back in the day. Me and my wife were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and we just sit on the phone for hours for no reason.
Fall asleep on the phone.
Oh, those are the days.
Yeah, now you gotta fall asleep on the phone to make sure ain't nothing going on. It's different.
No, we're married.
Yeah. No, not y'all. I'm just talking about the rest. I know y'all are happily married, but the rest of us is out here trying to figure it out, okay?
Well, if you stop false advertising, Lauren London LaRosa, I don't know if you're just joining us early in the show. Lauren told us back in the day people used to mistake her for Lauren London on Facebook.
I did not say that.
So she started calling herself the Delaware Lauren London. And so her Facebook was Lauren London LaRosa, or Lauren, what was it? London LaRosa?
It was London LB.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to make people in Delaware call her New.
The first catfish.
Yo.
You was the first catfish.
You was the first catfish.
That's crazy. Lauren London LaRosa.
All right, Lauren LaRosa. London.
Lauren London LaRosa.
When you say
The
Delaware New,
Lauren London. The
New,
Delaware New.
It sound like that. It just sound off brand. Like that don't even sound right. Why would you throw me there?
Why would you do that? Why would you tell people that you
I feel like Nunu is like Nunu, and then Delaware Nunu sounds like Feli or something.
Well,
right?
that's what you get. People used to mistake her for Lauren London on Facebook.
All right. That is Jess With The Mess.
I did not say that.
You did. We got the audio.
Lauren LaRosa.
Wait, can you get that audio ready so next time I can I can't even talk. I mean, I just tell. Go ahead. Wrap it up.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Claressa Shields, the champ, will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. What up, Morgan?
What up? So, President Biden, we're gearing up for the Democratic National Convention. He is expected to address the DNC in Chicago next week. He will deliver a speech during the convention's opening night, which is Monday, highlighting his partnership with Vice President Kamala Harris, who is now the Democratic nominee for president. The convention comes weeks after Biden ended his re-election campaign due to pressure from his own party and endorsed Harris. Now, former President Obama, former President Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton are also expected to give remarks during the week's 4-day event.
Serious question. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like
why Obama? Why?
No. Why President Biden? I feel like the DNC should be focusing on the future. Like the elder statesman in the Democratic Party right now should be President Barack Obama, and it should be highlighting, the new presidential candidate who is Kamala Harris, and it should be Gretchen Whitmer, and it should be Governor Shapiro, and it should be Wes Moore, and it should be Secretary Pete Buttigieg. No, I don't.
He has some supporters.
Wait, Joe Biden?
You don't want to hear from the president. Bottom line is what you're essentially saying.
Also, too, did y'all see the debate? We can't, y'all.
Yeah, why do that? Why put him up there and do that again? Like, why? We know what we're going to see. Why do that?
Everybody got that one friend that you can't put on speakerphone. Right now, Biden is that. We need to please stay on Delaware, y'all know I'll be with us, but I need Biden to just kind of sit back with the OG.
He's the president.
But
the good thing is that it is at least on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So there's at least Tuesday.
Oh, they got him on opening night.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
Y'all playing the president right now.
It's a hand off the baton type of thing, I guess, in terms of optics.
Did you watch the debate?
You put the slowest person first?
No, that's good. Go ahead. I like that. Monday night, go ahead and get that out the way then. That's the respect, I guess. Go ahead and get that out the way.
So you get on at 5 o'clock, nobody going to be watching? People going to be walking in?
Oh my gosh.
I just want to see a heavy focus on the now and the future. That's what I want to have.
He's still the president, though.
Yeah, well, he's still the president, so, let's give him...
Allegedly.
He can pass the baton off to his Democratic nominee. So the Secret Service and Chicago officials are reassuring the public that they are confident in the security plan for the upcoming DNC. CPD Superintendent Larry Snelling says his department will be able to manage the tens of thousands of people joining rallies and marches outside of the United Center, adding that demonstrators have the right to protest, but rioting will not be tolerated. Let's hear more from CPD Superintendent Larry Snelling.
We're not going to allow you to riot. Protesting and rioting are two different things.
So street closures and parking restrictions started yesterday and will continue into next week. The DNC runs August 19th through the 22nd. Meanwhile, New York City Mayor Eric Adams plans on highlighting the migrant crisis when he heads to the DNC in Chicago next week. And now Adams says he'll be meeting with the national Democratic leaders to talk about the issue, and he'll be speeding up work authorization for migrants. Let's hear more from Mayor Adams.
Leaders, they state that, Eric, we will take migrants and asylum seekers because we need workers, we need populations in our municipalities, but they have to be able to work. My number one chant, we need to find ways to allow the migrants and asylum seekers to work. That is the big initiative.
They need to be meeting with the activists and the people in the community, who are against the migrant crisis, and talk to those people and see how the migrant crisis has impacted them. That's who they need to be talking to.
So he says he hopes the Democratic presumptive nominee, of course, Harris, can help lawmakers come up with a bipartisan long-term agreement on border security and migrant relocation efforts. Now, Adams has criticized the Biden-Harris administration in the past for not doing enough to help New York City with the migrant crisis.
Well, you told him to come here, Adam. Let's like everybody we're not gonna let none of the Democrats off the hook who were saying they had sanctuary cities and they were saying, come on in. And that's when Republicans started shipping them. And then that's when they was like, everybody stop. It's too much. That's what they were trying to tell you from the beginning, but you didn't want to listen.
Those buses and those planes got to be a bit much. Yeah, so switching gears in unfortunate news. Everybody has had a taste of the famous Amos cookies, right? I mean, who hasn't gone to a vending machine and got a famous Amos cookie? The founder of famous Amos Cookies has died at the age of 88. Wally Amos Jr. died on Tuesday at his Honolulu home from complications of dementia, according to his family. Amos, who was born in Tallahassee, Florida, opened the first famous Amos cookie shop on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And in Hollywood, that's Florida, in 1975. His cookie brand went on to become one of the best-known names in baked goods. In a statement, his family said Amos was a great American success story and a source of Black pride, adding that they know he would love it if you had a chocolate chip cookie today. So maybe grab a cookie, feel better.
Salute to the good brother, Wally Amos, famous cookies. I don't know why I thought he would have been older than 88 though. 88 seems relatively young.
Yeah.
Because famous Amos has been around my whole life, but I'm also only 46.
Yeah.
So that shows you how short life is.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. They said that I think he got his first loan from Marvin Gaye, and that's how he was able to open up that store.
Oh, wow.
Super dope.
He was in movies and stuff back in the day too.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know that.
They started posting some of the clips from like the different stuff that he was in.
Oh, word?
Online, yeah. I saw it on Twitter.
All right.
That's so fascinating. All right, so that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. You can follow me on socials at Morgan Media, and be sure to check out more news coverage at the Black Information Network, BINnews.com.
All right, now when we come back, the champ is here, Claressa Shields, the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. GWOAT.
What did you say?
You said GWOAT, but at first it didn't come out like that.
I said GWOAT.
You know, sometimes like I am learning, like I don't know, like something happens with
you
like your
learning
brain mouth. Like
no, it's GWOAT.
You're not supposed to say that word.
What?
He's not.
No.
Yes, he is.
I'm just dumb. You just
I'm just dumb. Self-identifying is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Claressa Shields will be joining us when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess is on maternity leave, so we have Lauren LaRosa with us this morning, and we got a special guest in the building. The champ is here. Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, champ?
Hey, y'all.
How you feeling?
I feel good. Thank y'all for having me here.
Look, Claressa came in here with a suitcase. I said, "Oh, you flying out after this?" She said, "No, this is all my belts."
That's right.
Strapped up.
She said, "I can't carry all of them like that."
Her belts. This is only 3 of them you got up here.
4.
I got 15 of them though.
15 of them.
Yeah.
Damn. How does it feel winning world championships in 5 different weight classes? You just won your 4th and 5th world title. Just how does it feel?
You know, it feels good. You know, it feels good to even more like shut the haters up. They always been hating for a long time. And I keep proving to them that I am the greatest woman of all time. Can't none of these girls whoop me. None of them at no weight class.
Only you and Roy Jones Jr. have won the middleweight and heavyweight championships in over a century.
Yeah.
Have you really stopped to think about how historic that is?
Nah, see, I'm a little emotional, so I get to crying and stuff. So I don't let myself do that. But it's a big deal. And I got more fish to fry because I want to be undisputed at heavyweight too.
What keeps you in that mode though, where you're like, I got more fish to fry? Because you accomplished so much. Like, what keeps you motivated?
Well, I think I stay motivated because I'm young, and it's always like somebody, like a girl saying that she can beat me. And when a girl say that, it'd be like, well,
I know the feeling.
You know, I want to give you a try, and I actually love fighting. So I just got the biggest knockout of my career about 2 weeks ago. But I have been working so hard for that. Like, I have been beating these girls unanimously, dropping them, winning 90 to 100. Now it's like I finally, like, you know, put somebody to sleep. And it was like, that's what I want to do in all my fights.
People really still think they can beat you? Seriously, there's women out there that
she
really...
top of the top. They got to come at her like that, right?
I think that they think that, but they don't really feel that. You know, like, people just be talking. Because whenever I come with the smoke to somebody, then they energy switch up. like, oh no, that ain't what I meant. Like, no, that's what you meant, and I want you to stand on it.
You think people supporting women's boxing a lot more now? You see more and more people at the fights. Is it more on television? People talking about it more? Or do you feel like you still got a long way to go?
Nah. I'm making $1 million paydays. Turkish Ali know who I am. He want to do a fight.
Oh wow!
I got a movie coming out about my life, The Fire Inside, December 25th. Women's boxing is getting its just due. Are we owed more? 100%. But right now my purse is $1 million, and hopefully I can get it to 5 million, 10, 15, 20, and maybe one day fight for $1 million like Floyd Mayweather did.
You know what was so interesting about the fight? Like, most people seem like they get a little slower when they move up in weight.
Yeah.
I feel like your hands was faster.
Oh my God.
like I was showing my man the punch because I was watching the fight live, and I was watching it real live. I was showing my dude, my trainer, because he didn't see one of the punches you threw. And I'm like, no, it was you had to watch this punch that dropped her. And he was like, God damn, she was fast. It feel like you got quicker.
You know what? The girl was punching at me so fast, and it was like, hey, I am coming up from middleweight, so don't get it confused. Like, I'm like, I don't even want to get hit by her in here. So when she ran up on me and tried to sneak me after the ref broke us and she ran up on me, I was like, whoa, she was swinging so hard. If you would have felt them punches, you would have felt disrespected.
Yeah.
I felt the wind coming across my head, and then before I knew it, I was just firing back.
Damn.
And then she was going down. But shout out to Shakur Stevenson, because I sent him my sparring when I sparred against this guy up in Atlanta. His name is Demetrius, and I called him the Bear. He was 190 pounds, and I sparred against him. And I sent Shakur to sparring because Demetrius had roughed me up. And he said, sis, you got to use your frames more. So when you see the punch after I knocked her down the first time, and then I ran back up on her again, and I turned her, that's called a frame. So I framed her out to line her up with the right hand. And that's all due to Shakur, because he literally sent me a video and everything like, this what you need to be doing when somebody is crowding your space, and you need to line them up for your shot. So shout out to my brother for sure.
Are you done with MMA?
No, I think I got one more fight with them, and then they may come with a new contract. But in a way, it's so weird. Like, I be telling myself not to say it, because anything I speak, it always come true. But I want to take off 1.5 years, 2 years of boxing and spend it on nothing but MMA. And I want to fight in the PFL tournament and become PFL world champion at the same time as being boxing champion. And I always get mad at myself because it's like, girl, MMA is not your thing. You know, like, you're a great fighter, you love fighting, but MMA is not your thing. It's actually harder than boxing to me. But I still find a way to beat these girls up.
When you be fighting, right, like your last fight, and you said she was coming at you, how hard is it to not resort back to just the street? Like, just thinking, oh, I'm being attacked, as opposed to just focusing and doing what Shakur told you to do or what you've been trained to do?
I'm a natural born street fighter. Like, I street fight better than I box. That's why I be telling these girls in the streets, you do not want to mess with me in the streets. Like I fight to kill. Like, nah, I got the same mindset inside the ring and outside the ring when it comes to a fight. And that's to dismantle you, to get you off me, to stop the fight. I got the same mentality in boxing, MMA, and street fighting. It really doesn't change for me. Now, up in the street fight, it's win at any means necessary. If I got to hit you upside your head with a brick, I will. But don't ever think I'm coming into no fight at a disadvantage.
You not just out here like fighting in the streets.
Girl, do you? I got on the Versace dress, girls. You crazy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't need to be out street fight. You gotta pay me the bag to fight.
As long as
What means more to you, being a world champion in 5 different weight classes or winning 2 Olympic gold medals?
Ooh, wow. Honestly, like, none of this would be possible without me winning the Olympics.
Right.
You know, like, me being a world champ and all these different weight classes, it all started with winning the Olympics at 17, 2012. And then it continued with 2016. So I feel like if I wasn't a 2-time Olympic champion and I was trying to turn pro without my 2 Olympic gold medals, it would have been super hard for me, because when I fought on TV, 2016 or 17, a woman hadn't fought on TV in 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to be the one to change the game, but I wouldn't have been able to get the opportunity, I think, even though as being as a boxer as I am, if I didn't have the accolades, the 2 Olympic gold medals to back it up.
What did you think about the Olympics controversy this year?
Oh my God.
Talking about Amain Khalif, the Algerian boxer.
Yeah.
She's a woman, but she tested with XY chromosomes.
Yes.
Something crazy like that. You know what? Honestly, I hate that they ran with the whole transgender thing and they did what they did to her in the Olympics, because I couldn't imagine me being in the Olympics and me getting ready to fight and people are like, oh, you're a man. Like I couldn't imagine that. And this is like supposed to be the most exciting time of her life. So everybody had misinformation, and I think that she's right to sue whoever started the whole thing. Like, I heard she's suing Elon Musk and somebody else. Yeah, girl, get that money. And she got a gold medal too. So, hey, congrats to her. But to the girl who like, oh, she hit me harder than I've ever been hit before. Soft.
Damn.
Soft. Hang it up. You shouldn't even be in the ring.
Damn.
I spar against men. I ain't never been hit that hard where I'm like, let me get the hell up out of here. Ever. And I've been hit to where I couldn't chew for 3 days with like a hook. So I'm like, I still didn't get out the ring. Like, man, that's soft.
Would you fight her if the money was right?
Who?
Aman Khalif.
Man, DJ, who you talking to? You talking to me? You saying, would I fight her?
Yes, ma'am.
Would she fight me?
Oh, you're right.
What? Come on now, stop playing.
If the money was right, so you would do
If
it.
the money wasn't right, what are you talking about?
Because you know she's lost like 9 times.
I don't give a damn because she got a X, Y, whatever. She was born a woman.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
Absolutely.
A woman can't beat me. What? That's crazy. Would you fight her?
I wouldn't fight you. I ain't stupid.
I'm about to say line them up. From what I've seen her boxing, I'm like, she couldn't beat the 17-year-old Claressa no matter what weight. I think she's like a 147, 140. Please. You crazy.
All right, we got more with Claressa Shields when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and we still have Claressa Shields in the building. Charlamagne?
Do you still want to fight a male boxer?
Some of them, they be running their mouth. I still want to put my hands on a few of them.
Yeah.
Who in particular?
Keith Thurman. I want to punch him in his mouth.
Damn.
And I don't care what y'all say. Jake Paul cannot beat me in no fight. Stop it. Did y'all watch the fight with Mike Perry? Skills pay the bills. And Mike Perry was not skilled at all. He all grit and muscle. Jake Paul.
So you
I said this before. I got Claressa over Jake Paul.
Man, come on, man.
I don't care
real.
what y'all say. I got Claressa over Jake Paul.
So you definitely don't think he's gonna be Tyson then?
Tyson 58. We see this make me mad with y'all. This is not an 18-year-old Tyson. 21, 30. This is 58.
Yeah, he don't get no scraps if he beat Mike Tyson.
He probably got like a good 1, 2, 3 good rounds in him. And if you don't knock Jake Paul out, then what? I'm gonna have to fight Jake Paul for real. He hurt Uncle Mike Tyson. I'm not even I'm coming in the ring.
I support that.
What? I'm gonna be right front row.
Don't Jake got a woman fighter too? I can't remember her name. Or a woman that be fighting.
She already said no woman can beat her.
See, we're not gonna Amanda Serrano. That's her name.
Yeah.
She thinks she GOAT 2.0, but she's the real deal. Amanda Serrano, 7-time division world champ, great fighter, great fighter. I have a lot of respect for her. Is she a better fighter than me? No. But Jake Paul tries to call her the GOAT, and that's because he don't like me. But I'm gonna keep shining on him and showing him like, you got baby GOAT, big GOAT over here.
Is that a fight that'll ever happen? Or
if she want to come to 47 and 54?
Yeah, what's she at now?
40.
40. Okay. Why he don't like you? Just because you be telling him you're a woman?
Yeah, and I said I will never fight on the undercard of him. He's not a world champion. How you mad at that? He's not an ex-world champion either. You're not finna have to go fight on the undercard no damn Jake Paul. I don't care how big he is or how many fans you got. No.
But that's because you're an actual boxer, so you respect the sport. So
I'm an actual champion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think Amanda Serrano should be fighting the undercard of him, but like that's her choice. Amanda Serrano wasn't really that big till she got with Jake Paul, so I think she's super grateful for him. But in real life, in real time, you're a 7-time division world champion. He's not. You should always be the top of the bill to show like that respect to the sport. But hey, if she like being on the undercard, go ahead. But I'm not being on the undercard of nobody but champions. You know, champions, and that's Terrence Crawford, of course, Stevenson, Devin Haney, guys like that. Canelo, Usyk. I'm not being on the undercard of no Jake Paul.
You know, I was looking at Box Raw, and they had you as the number 2 greatest women's boxer of all time behind Lucia Riker. You know, I don't even know who. I've never heard of Lucia Riker.
Lucia Riker.
She was 17-0, 14 KO.
Yeah. Lucia Riker was back in the day. She's not a better fighter than me, but it's not a bad place to be number 2 to her, I guess. She's one of my favorite female fighters.
People get at you about like your personality and your energy and all that because I love it. You talk heavy.
People be, everybody can't talk like how I talk, and I definitely can't back it up. So I think it comes off to be intimidating to them. And they wish that they can be like me.
Does it heighten in the ring? Like, do you have an alter ego? Or is it like...
Oh, yeah. What? You mean Claressa right now, but Clarenzo is who I am inside the ring. Clarenzo, heard you say. I told y'all this before. Yeah, Clarenzo do not play. Like, I start transforming in a locker room. Actually, like the week of the fight. So Clarenzo be trying to come out sometime. And then, like, my assistant be like, Clarenzo, chill out. I'm like, all right. Like, Clarenzo is actually... Maybe Clarenzo was like... Iman Khalif. It's not, I don't say that Clarenzo was a man. I don't say that Clarenzo was a woman. It's just a person who I get inside the ring and I'm just myself. So I don't really put like a gender on it. I don't know if that's weird, but
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just don't put a gender on it. I just go in there and inside of the ring I can be who I really want to be. I don't have to, be nobody else. Or I think it's actually hard for me to be nice because so many people get on my nerves and I'm always having to be nice to them.
What you mean? What gets on your nerves?
Just in life, you mean?
What in life? People get on my nerves. I don't like.
You're the nicest person ever.
Yes, I am. But it's just like I do that to keep. I do that to keep
nails.
the peace.
Yes, I am. But
I do that to keep the peace. Honestly, like some stuff, I'd be like, Claressa, just let it go. Don't even say nothing because as soon as somebody do something that I don't like, I'd be like, hold on, I gotta check you right then and there. I can't wait till tomorrow or the moment. It's like I gotta get you right then and there. And people be with this whole business, you gotta be professional and kind of keep it cool. And that's actually like it'd be hard for me to do.
And you have a biopic coming up, a real movie. This ain't no Tubi. It's on
Fire Inside.
It's called The Fire Inside. It's directed by Barry Jenkins. It stars Ryan Destiny. How did that all come about?
They saw the movie T-Rex, my documentary, which was very raw, and it's me. I'm being followed around at school to the Olympics and my one loss and my home life. So they saw that and they wanted to redo that, but in a movie way. And at the time, first Universal Studios picked it up. Then with COVID and everything happened, MGM Studios picked it up. So that's we have the movie now. It dropped on Christmas all over theaters in the world, actually, not just the USA. Man, it's crazy. So they were asking me who I thought should play me. I thought Nafisa Williams should play me.
That's
right?
my sis.
Yeah, like
I love her.
I love her. Same here.
She's from Philly.
I thought she should play me. But then they were like, oh, we did her. We did Ryan Destiny. We did a few others. And I was just hoping, I was just like, I don't want to be a Keke Palmer. It's not that I don't like Keke Palmer. It's just that she plays in every sports movie when it's a woman. So I'm like, not Keke Palmer. That's all I was thinking. But I didn't say that. If it would have been her, I'd have been just as happy. But I don't think anybody could have portrayed me better than Ryan Destiny.
Wow.
She's from Detroit. Dark skin, like me. Great skin. Very nice person.
Beautiful.
How much time did she have to spend with you?
We spent a lot of time on FaceTime. When she was doing like her scenes and stuff, she would call me like, hey, I'm doing this scene. It got me and your mom in it. Like, can you explain to me how your relationship was? She said, because from my knowledge, it was like this. I'm like, no, relationship was like this. And she's like, okay. She had to train boxing for about a year because I told them, whatever y'all do not play with my boxing. Please don't. If I see this film and her boxing is bad, y'all might as well go ahead and wrap it up. And they were like, oh no, well, Ron. I said, have her train, get her ready. And they got her ready. She trained with the guy who was it for Black Panther, who trained the people for Black Panther.
Okay.
So that's what she trained with. I don't know his name. Sorry. But that's what she told me she trained with. And he got her together. When you see the film, you're going to be like, wow. And they did a great job with the storytelling and everything. Shout out to Barry Jenkins.
And the movie will be out Christmas. Man, I can't wait to see that.
I can't wait to see it.
I know.
Was it hard to watch?
What? I was shook. Just the whole time, I'm just like, what's going on? And I'm looking at it, and Ryan's playing me so good, but I'm looking at, it's kind of like I have to relive all this stuff that I may have moved on from or that I'm not involved with anymore, you know? So watching it, I'm like, dang, it was rough back then. We did have to go without this and that. You did win a Olympic gold medal and came back home to not one endorsement.
Wow. Not one endorsement.
Not one. You didn't make no front covers or no magazines. Didn't get no endorsements. You got $50K for winning your gold medal, and you got a $50K bonus for being the only person to win a gold medal for Team USA. But you didn't get. I came back to the same house. I went to school. I didn't really have anything. Basically, I just had my gold medal and a little money I won, but and some Olympic clothes, but that's it.
All right, we got more with Claressa Shields when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Laura LaRosa is filling in for Jess Hilarious. And we're still kicking it with Claressa Shields. Charlamagne?
Now you got the Faces of Boxing podcast.
Yeah, so this is Caro, one of the owners and co-hosts of the Faces of Boxing podcast TV. I actually gave him the floor. We met in Atlanta during my training camp. This is one of the coaches that hooked me up with the sparring. Shout out to him for having Demetrius come, and that's the dude I called a bear that roughed me up. But we can both agree that toward the end of the camp, I was roughing bear up. But I actually thank him for laying out the red carpet and being a huge part of my camp. And now we're going to do some episodes together on the Face of the Boxing Podcast TV. And yeah, go and give me your spiel.
So I am Coach Caro out of Hitchfield Boxing Gym is where they know me at, out in Atlanta, Georgia. The Faces of Boxing Podcast TV. Y'all can also follow us on YouTube.
Yes, subscribe, like,
definitely
comment. We need 1,000 subscribers. We had like 410.
We just
need
started
1,000 subscribers, so let's get it going.
Definitely. So right now, go follow us on Instagram too at the Faces of Boxing Podcast TV, and pretty much, like I say, with this podcast is to bring the old fighters and the new fighters together, because everybody want to know who's the face of boxing.
Right.
And we know it's questionable. They're going to say Canelo. They're going to say Bud Crawford. They might say Tank.
Yeah.
But guess what? In the women's faces of boxing is the big quote. So it's like you can't just leave out the many different faces. So that's why the name just stuck, because everybody want to know who's the face. But guess what? It's many different faces.
It is.
I train with professional fighters. Elijah Pierce, he has a fight in Atlanta August 30th at the OTE Arena. Tito Lopez and Brian Norman Jr. out of Atlanta, the WBO champ that y'all may not know right now, but he just got the strap because Crawford moved up. So now he's elevated to champ, and he fights at our gym. So the city is about to be lit. Atlanta's about to be lit. When she come back to State Farm Arena, we want to sell that joint out and have a big, crazy card. And Atlanta's embracing her like no other. Like it's just the love is what all brought us together. It wasn't even about the money, the finances. It's about the legacy and the history, supporting her in her journey. So that's really all it really been. But as far as the podcast, y'all salute it. And y'all definitely put a stamp on it. I appreciate y'all for having us.
Absolutely.
Yep. Do you get because you're so successful at what you do, and you're in such a great place in life, and you do want to have kids? Do you get the same pressures that like I get pressured? Like, when are you having kids? But like your success is like you physically have to be available for your success. Does your family pressure you in that way, even though you have to be physically in a certain like world to be successful still? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get asked all the time when I'm gonna have my kids, and I feel like it's really a thing with me. I've planned out my whole life. At the age of 13, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Olympics. Then I won the Olympics. I'm like, at the age of 18, I'm gonna go back to the Olympics again. And I said, I'm gonna turn pro. I wanna be undisputed. So I've always planned my life out how I wanted it to be. I've been trying to do that with kids, and my thing was at first like I wouldn't be married. I've been engaged, you know, but
you not no more.
I've been engaged.
Oh wow.
But marriage, like walking down the aisle and jumping across the broom and putting up with somebody forever, it's like I want to do that, but it has to be like what I give, you must give back. It has to be like I can't fill your cup and then don't fill mine back, you know. So for me, it's like I always wanted to be a wife first before I have kids. Now, we being 29, I might be turning 30 next year. Like maybe I should just have a kid with somebody, but I don't know if I want to do that either. So I really want to be in a relationship with somebody who I like and love, and have some kids and raise the kid up in a 2-parent home and private school and all that good stuff. But
you gotta find the right person though.
Gotta find the right person.
How are you like? What's your dating life like? Like,
I'm not even on that yet. There's a lot of guys trying to court me, but I just don't care right now. It's
focus.
like,
is it the focus, or is it you still dealing with the I was engaged situation?
All those great men in Detroit.
I heard Detroit men take care of. They do well.
All those great men in Detroit.
You know what? I've actually heard a few different things. I heard like Detroit, New York, Atlanta got some good men. That's what I've heard.
I just got to New York. I don't know.
Oh, you need a nice, good Southern man, Claressa. That'd be good for you. A nice man from down south. Yeah. Or anywhere in the surrounding area of Atlanta.
But you got to be open to it, though. You said you're not even open to that. Now, why, though? Is it because of work, or is it because you're still figuring out that
like,
last
I've always
situation?
had a boyfriend throughout my whole career.
Got you.
I ain't never been, like, really single. I've always been in a relationship. I think right now, I'm giving myself, like, an emotional break. I always have to care about somebody's feelings.
Yes.
Like, I'm a highly wanted woman, and it's like I always have turned down men to make the man I'm with so he's comfortable. But it's like men don't stop hollering at you just because you're engaged or you got a man. Like, they just keep coming, and it be a lot of stars too. So for me, it's like I don't really want to.
You need somebody secure.
You know what? You're not lying.
I don't want to date right now.
Somebody sent a video in a group chat. I ain't gonna say it's just a lot of men in the group chat.
Was it a picture of my weigh-in, man?
Yes.
My God.
The body is key, baby.
Listen,
somebody sent that.
I was like, oh, the body is key.
She must get that right, because she know exactly
and my
what
man
it
was like, yo, I ain't never look at Claressa like this, yo. And so the whole group chat started talking, and I'm like, yeah, Claressa, why Claressa got on panties and a bra?
But you just need somebody that's going to be secure with where they are with you.
And he was secure. It was just like, for me, right? Like right now, I just don't want to do that right now. Like, have to put things that I want to the side to make somebody else happy. Right. And that's what I've been doing for a long time. Like, not just with relationships, but family, friends. Everybody want my time. Everybody want my money. Everybody want just everything. And it's like, forget what Claressa want. Just make everybody else happy. And I always gonna put myself second, third, to do that. Now I'm like, man, I'm putting myself first. And I think a lot of people don't like it, but at the end of the day, it's like, y'all was doing stuff that I didn't like, and I didn't say nothing. So let me live my life how I want to live it, and a lot of guys is courting me, for sure. They may send a little flirt, whatever, here and there, but I'm just,
I'm telling you, that weigh-in went to the group chat, and homie was like, y'all see Claressa cut?
It's tripping, man. Well,
who were the DMs like after that weigh-in?
What? First of all, on Facebook, 14.9 million views.
Drake definitely was in them DMs.
What? Drake ain't DM me.
He called you?
If he did, I don't think I would even tell y'all. It's everybody was talking about the way, but the thing is, it's women's boxing, so that's what you're gonna see. Like, you're gonna see a good looking woman. All the women ain't built like no men. I know damn sure that I'm not. I'm strong and all that stuff, but I look good.
Absolutely.
I got a good body and I got a good face too. I'm just saying, like, I think the whole stereotype of women's boxers are like butch and men is like, I don't want that image on me. I ain't manly. Like I'm strong and I kick your ass, but no, I ain't manly built though. That's why I didn't want to go to 47, because I'm gonna lose my butt. I already ain't got no breasts. I mean, I'm being for real. I'm like an A cup. So you think I'm gonna go on to 47, be smaller A cup, and I had no ass? You gotta pay me for that. For real, y'all laughing. Like, look, you got something. I don't.
See, but I ain't you. Yeah,
hey, I'm dragging back.
Yeah, we. It's like reverse.
Like, you give me a little bit, and I give you a little bit. I think we be good.
Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen.
The GWOAT.
We appreciate you for joining us always.
For sure.
And you got to come back for when The Fire Inside come out. You should bring Ryan with you to promote the movie.
What?
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think y'all can handle both of us in the same room.
We got to do it. We got to make that a blockbuster. People got to go see that.
I was about to say, Ryan is like, I'm energy, but Ryan is like,
that's all right. Come on up.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let her know.
All right.
I'm a texter.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here. She's filling in for Jess.
Lauren London LaRosa.
And let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Kai Cenat has responded to the Kamala Harris team coming out and saying that they never reached out to him. So y'all remember he did that whole live where he was like, they wanted me to talk about politics, blah, blah, blah. And then Kamala's team had to come out and say, no, we never reached out to him. Mm-hmm. Kai Cenat got back on the stream and addressed that whole situation.
I got the Secret Service calling me 5 times. I don't know goddamn
So
better not be lying to us. Kamala Harris campaign did not draft Kai Cenat. Chap, I want you to know something deeply, okay? First of all, let me tell y'all something real quick. And this is why I don't touch on the topic of politics, chat. Word to my mother, watch the clip back. I didn't even say no names. And on top of that, word to my mother, I will never lie about anything. Just know that. Just know that. Just know that. One, I didn't say no names. And two, word to my mother, I would never lie on anything. That is whack.
Well, Kai didn't lie.
He didn't. But see, here's the thing. Because you said it this morning. You were like, well, somebody had been said to me that he didn't mention no names. And then I went back and watched it 3 times in 3 different locations because I wanted to make sure I was watching the full. Mm-hmm. He didn't say a name. When he was about to...
Secret Service.
Yeah, when he was about to say a name because he was talking about how the girl said, we need you for the campaign. He said, what campaign? He said, we're not going to get into details. Like, he didn't want to say a candidate.
But he said Secret Service, which makes you feel like... Which made people feel like it was Kamala Harris because he said Secret Service.
But Donald Trump said Secret Service
is right, yeah.
Well, he also didn't lie because he did get reached out to, just not by Kamala's team. He got reached out to by a third-party organization with informal ties to the convention team. Kamala's team said that themselves. So Kamala's team, they didn't have somebody reach out to him, but somebody definitely did reach out to him. It was just, like I said, a third-party organization with informal ties to the convention.
So it wasn't Secret Service?
But he's saying...
It wasn't Kamala's team.
I feel like the way he's saying it in the second clip is almost like that definitely happened. We know that, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like he's saying that there was someone who reached out to him for a candidate to sit down with him, but he didn't tell us who it was, so he didn't technically lie about Kamala because he never said it was Kamala.
Well, there's a lot of third-party organizations who are doing things like that, though. Like, they'll reach out to people, they'll send text messages, or they'll call, or they'll ask you, do you want to be a part? Can we count on you for help with this campaign? Mm-hmm. You saw Dr. Umar post something the other day saying Kamala's team reached out to him. That wasn't true either. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, what?
But he did get reached out to is what I'm saying. It's just not Kamala's team. It's these third-party organizations that are doing this on their own.
Well, speaking of a third party, there's another party in the situation that would love to sit down and have a conversation with Kamala. Mm-hmm. Meek Mill. So Meek tweeted yesterday, I want to ask Kamala Harris questions about her past as a DA. Even if she had to be tough, all I hear is rumors of her. I would ask her 3 questions about black and brown men going to prison and her views, and try to help her understand from a survival standpoint she may have never had to encounter. So he's trying to get more information from Kamala about the rumors and the conversations that people are having about did she put black and brown men in jail because of drug convictions and different things.
Listen, I have no problem with that. Y'all can laugh at Meek Mill all y'all want, but Meek Mill is assisted in actually getting legislation passed. Meek has championed certain legislation that has actually got passed in Pennsylvania. The probation reform bill, like, that was Meek, along with Governor Josh Shapiro and Michael Rubin and others. So I have no problem with that.
Yep. Let me ask you a question. This has been something that people have been asking about for the last, when she was running. Didn't she answer these questions already? Because I thought that these were things that she addressed when she was running for president.
I don't remember.
There's plenty of interviews
where she addressed that, right?
Yeah.
See, but I feel like that got lost in the shuffle of the time where we weren't
because y'all
really
Negroes
listening
care
to
about
her.
mess and that's it.
No, it just was.
She's addressed it many times.
Yep, you're right. We do.
She's done 2 interviews here on Breakfast Club that you can go reference, and I
think she dressed it up there.
95% of all of those things were covered.
We do care about mess because at that time I feel like we were only focused on all the drama
her press,
around Biden and
her silk press.
Oh, the silk press be pressed, baby.
See what I'm saying?
But whoever do her hair is up. The press babes, the press girls, city girls is up 1,000 points. That press be laid, never a stiff. She don't even have to lay her edges. It just flows. Okay, we're gonna move on. Tyler, the Creator. You know that press be pressed. That ain't the sit in the kitchen press.
Okay, Lauren. You see what I mean?
Because
you just throw one little thing out there and we get distracted so easy.
Because you don't understand. And it's
silk press.
The whole summer. Y'all know how hot it was in summer? It's global warming. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees and her hair is still flowing like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we just had a conversation about 2 minutes about her press.
We was just talking about probation reform. Her record as a prosecutor. All I had to do was say silk press. Lauren went a whole other direction.
2 minutes.
My bad, y'all.
Okay, one more thing. Can I say it?
I'm not the minority in that. So Tyler, the Creator, sat down with Maverick Carter for a Maverick show, and they had a long conversation about a lot of different things. But one of the things that's picking up is the fact that Tyler, the Creator, felt like he needed to apologize to Eminem.
I seen this show called, I think, Painkillers on Netflix, and it's about how people got addicted to opioids in the 90s or whatever. And Eminem put out this album called Recovery. It's 2010. I was a big Eminem fan, and when that album came out, I hated it. Publicly was like, this is whack, didn't like it. And after watching that show, dude, I felt so bad because unlike me publicly saying that stuff and him getting off drugs and being clean and getting to a point in his life that's behind him, and me implying you need to know this is whack, he probably felt like I was attacking him. I thought I was just I don't like the music. He was in a different part of his life and probably felt like I was attacking him. And now I feel so bad about saying that stuff because my perspective was so limited.
I love when people are loud about being wrong.
I respect it.
Yeah. And I think that that's important too because a lot of times with artists, people give them hell when they get into a different place in their life. It's like, oh, they don't make the same music. They can't rap no more. They can't this. And it's just no, people grow.
Evolve.
Things. Yeah. And being able to be vulnerable is a thing now. But back then when Eminem was doing it, wasn't too many artists that was coming out talking about the addictions and the different things that were happening. So that's good to hear. But
that is the worst. Nothing worse than letting a joke fly or a well-timed insult and then you find out they're going through something traumatic. So I respect him, owning that. But if it's still art, right? If you don't like the art, you can still criticize the art.
Yeah, and I think to his point, because he did. Yeah, I just think it was more so about he didn't like the subject matter. He wanted the old M or whatever. So, but he also talked a lot about. We're not gonna have time for this. So we wrapping up.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
He talked a lot about the industry itself changing from 2016 when he first came out to now, and how the internet and people feeling like they know celebrities makes it hard because people just run up on you and things of that nature, and then when you don't like it you get labeled as the crazy person. And then he also talked about how horrible it is that the media picks up and supports artists who literally say, I don't even care about rap, I just do this for the money, or I'm viral because of TikTok, because it makes real musicians like him and other artists look like the eyeballs out, or people who want to become artists, they don't aspire to really do real music. They just get out there and just throw a song on TikTok that goes viral. He said that's what's messing up the game right now.
I'll drop on the clues bomb for Tyler, the Creator. He's 33 years old. Welcome to old headism, Tyler. Okay? Everything is going to get on your nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's about 10, 15 years younger is going to piss you off. It is what it is, Tyler. Okay? All these new little jitterbugs in their early 20s, 21, 22, they don't do things like you used to. But remember, 10 years ago, Tyler was in that same boat.
Yo, that's why it was crazy to hear
there was
him
people
say
criticizing him the same way he's criticizing folks now. It's okay, Tyler.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, but I think with Tyler too, I think his problem is he really gets busy. He can really rap.
Yes.
So it's like, he plays a lot of them stupid games and he jokes a lot, but he really can rap.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
at the end of the
He's
day.
a musician.
He is. All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
There's a judge in Detroit. His name is Judge Kenneth King. He needs to come to the front of the congregation. I would really like to have a word with him.
All right.
He pissed me off.
And then after, we'll open up the phone lines and discuss. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Some donkey today just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for it.
I never heard of a donkey the other day. What is it?
I'm a donkey.
Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
So I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Donkey of the day for Thursday, August 15th goes to 36th District Court Judge Kenneth King, okay? Judge King, the levels of disappointment I have for you this morning, okay? You, my brother. I just don't understand humans, okay? I don't understand humans like I believe I understand humans, okay? One thing that therapy has taught me over the years is to always put yourself in other people's shoes. You have to attempt always to see other humans as you see yourself. You have to attempt to see other humans as you see people you love. So I have a 16-year-old daughter. So naturally, if I see something happen to a 16-year-old, especially a 16-year-old girl, I'm like, damn, why would he handle a 16-year-old girl like that? And that is exactly what my mind is in regards to Judge Kenneth King. Judge, why would you do what you did to this 16-year-old teenage girl? I know you're sitting there saying to yourself, well, Charlamagne, what did he do? Well, let's go to ABC 7 for the report, please.
One thing you'll learn about my courtroom is that I am not a toy. I'm not to be played with.
What started out as an informational field trip with the greeting of Detroit nonprofit Tuesday to the 36th District Court in front of Judge King quickly turned into Judge King getting visibly agitated over a sleeping student in his courtroom.
Punk.
You fall asleep in my courtroom one more time, I'm putting you in the back, understood?
Judge King had her removed from the courtroom, but he told me that didn't fix her, quote, attitude. And that's when he pulled out the jail uniform and handcuffs. King says he was trying to teach the teenager a lesson on behavior and respect in court.
I haven't been disrespected like that in a very long time.
He then threatened the girl with jail time.
I'm going to go to sleep tonight while you're sitting in the juvenile detention facilities.
Was I really going to do that? Probably not. Could I have? Probably so.
The nonprofit running the field trip tells me in a statement, quote, although the judge was trying to teach a lesson of respect, his methods were unacceptable. The young lady was traumatized by the judge's unnecessary disciplinary treatment and scolding.
Judge Kenneth King, are you serious? A 16-year-old girl is on a field trip. She keeps falling asleep on the field trip, and you decide to do an impromptu hearing for her because of her attitude and constant sleeping on the trip. You told that 16-year-old girl, if you fall asleep in my courtroom one more time, I'm going to put you in the back. I am not to be played with. What an ego-driven statement. Judge King, you are a leader, and there are 3 rules of leadership. The first rule of leadership is put your mission above your ego. What were you trying to get across to these kids on this field trip? What was your intention? What was the mission? Because it sounds to me like you was just flexing. You was just trying to showcase your authority, okay? You wanted them to respect you, but clearly you're not able to garner respect without that robe, that gavel, and that bench, okay? You're not to be played with. No, you played yourself because I told you the first rule of leadership, okay? The second rule of leadership is if you don't care about your people, they won't care about your mission. You didn't care about that little girl. You don't know why she kept falling asleep.
Right.
You have no idea. She might be 16 with a couple of younger siblings and has to stay up all night watching them because her single mom is at work and can't afford a babysitter. Hell, she might be sick and on some type of medication, and the medication might be making her drowsy. I don't know. My point is, Judge, you didn't even bother to find out. You didn't care. You just got offended because she kept falling asleep in the courtroom and you wanted to show her you nothing to play with. Why not ask her? Why are you so tired? You seem exhausted, young lady. What's going on? Have a conversation. See what's going on in the young woman's life, Judge. And guess what, Judge Kenneth King? The third rule of leadership is if I have to tell you the first 2 rules of leadership, then guess what? You're not ready to lead yet. Okay, I know you've been a judge in that court since 2006, but I'm calling that whole tenure into question. Okay, first of all, you suggested this young lady needed to be behind bars. For what? Why? Falling asleep in the courtroom is not a crime. You traumatized this young girl simply because she was exhausted. If her daddy catches you in the street and wants to fade, you earn that. If her daddy and his brothers and cousins catch you in the street and jump you, then you earn that, because there's no way in hell that 16-year-old girl should be threatened with handcuffs in a jail uniform all because of your ego. You was trying to teach a lesson of respect and ended up showing us why you don't deserve any. If you thought the kid was being disrespectful, simply ask them to leave your court. Instead, you decided to talk to him like this. Let me hear more, Red.
You fall asleep in my courtroom one more time and put you in the back, understood? You don't care? As soon as we bring the prisoner out, she can step back there. You got a uniform for her, too. What made you think you could go to sleep in court? And then when I asked you about it, you fall asleep again. Then I try to wake you up and you're like, you don't care. I don't care either. I have no problem, because I'm going to go to sleep tonight while you're sitting in the juvenile detention facility.
What makes you think you can talk to my child like that? Then he had the nerve to say to the Detroit Free Press, I wasn't trying to punish the young lady, and he was also traumatized by the hearing. How the hell were you traumatized by the hearing? You're not a victim here. You had zero empathy for this young lady, and for whatever reason, your fragile ego was bruised because this young lady kept falling asleep in the courtroom. So you decided to threaten her with handcuffs and jail clothes? Man, everybody involved in this situation needs to be disciplined. The judge, the officers who went along with this nonsense, all of y'all need to be disciplined in some way, shape, or form. Suspended without pay. This is an abuse of power. Her parents should be able to sue, and this young girl should be compensated for her pain and suffering. Judge Kenneth King said he wanted this to be a deterrent. A deterrent from what? What was she doing wrong? Being tired? It's a field trip. The judge said I wasn't trying to punish the young lady, but you did. You wanted to show her this is not a joke. What is not a joke? It's almost like your feelings were hurt because these kids weren't excited to be in the courtroom. They weren't excited to meet the Honorable Judge Kenneth King. Nothing honorable about your actions, King. Then you got the nerve to reach out to the girl's family and offer to mentor her? Talking about you trying to get through to her? Fool, you still don't even know why she's tired. Why would I want you as a mentor after you abused your power and threatened to put my daughter in handcuffs and jail clothes because she fell asleep in your courtroom on a field trip? Man, somebody sue the brakes off these people. You done traumatized this girl. We don't even know what else she dealing with. But whatever it is, you made it worse because you abused your power, and that's why you need to be taken off the bench for a little while. So you no longer have the power to abuse. Everything Judge King said should happen to this young girl needs to happen to him. How do we deter Judge King from doing this to other people? How do we discipline Judge King so he knows doing this to people's kids is not a joke? Let's discuss. In the meantime, please let Remy Ma give Judge Kenneth King the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Humans are crazy.
But let's open up the phone lines. Let's go to Breakfast Club Court.
Yeah.
800-585-1051. What are your thoughts?
And
all this young lady did when she was 16, she fell asleep.
Fell asleep a few times. And clearly you know she's exhausted. If she fell asleep, they woke her up and she fell asleep again.
Right.
Like, Judge.
When you're dealing with kids, you need to have I think that's the biggest thing that people don't do right with kids. You gotta have a conversation with them. Right. Find out what's wrong.
That's right.
That's the main thing. We ain't gonna talk about fall asleep. Like, we've all fell asleep at places that we shouldn't be falling asleep. Mack falls asleep up here. I fell asleep in a club before. You fell asleep many a times.
Well,
before.
Mack is 400 pounds, so he probably got sleep apnea. But once again, you don't know what people are going through. That's what I said. You don't know what people are going through. You gonna be mad at Mack? You know what I'm saying?
No.
He told us earlier that he gets mistaken for LeBron James.
That's a lie.
That's what he said.
Then he also said he got
that's why I call him Burger King.
Mistaken for the game too.
He's too big to be the game. He's a whole league.
They said it's when the game fell off.
Damn. my point is, we don't know why this young lady fell asleep.
Correct.
And I also want to know what should happen to the judge. You can't not tell me that there should not be consequences and repercussions for this.
Well, let's discuss. 800-585-1051. Get on the phone lines right now.
You ain't no king, Judge.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Judge Kenneth King.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave donkey today to who?
36th District Court Judge Kenneth King in Detroit. Judge Kenneth King, some kids were in his classroom on a field trip. a 16-year-old girl kept falling asleep on the field trip. So he threatened her with jail time and threatened to put her in handcuffs and put her in jail clothes, all because she kept falling asleep.
Right.
And my thing is this, man. Number one, he didn't even take the time to see what the issue was. Why was this young girl so exhausted? Why was she so tired? How do you just jump to jail time and jump to wanting to put her in handcuffs and I got to teach her a lesson? Why is your ego so fragile that you felt like she was disrespecting you simply because she couldn't stay awake?
Now, don't get it twisted. I do agree if there was a disruption in court, if she was snoring, if she was loud, you just ask her to leave. Just say, hey, I need you to leave my courtroom. But to the point where you put this 16-year-old who did nothing but fell asleep in jail clothes and a jail uniform and then threatened to throw her in jail is absurd.
It makes no sense.
It's absurd.
That's not going to make her not tired.
It's not going to make her not tired. And then he got the nerve to reach out to the family and say he want to mentor her. You're a terrible mentor.
What did the family say?
I don't know what the family said, but I know the family's not happy, but you're a terrible mentor because a good human, the first thing I would have said to myself is, damn, you're very tired. Why are you so tired? Like, I would have had a conversation with her.
Well, he was probably in the middle of proceedings, so if she was snoring or doing something to disrupt, just say, can you please take her out the courtroom? That's it. Put her in jail clothes, jail uniform. It's ridiculous. Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Symantha.
Hey, Samantha. What are your thoughts, Samantha?
All right, so I listen to you guys every morning. I love you guys. Good morning show.
Good morning.
So I kind of disagree with what Charlamagne was saying, like, oh, they got to care about her and what she's going through. Real life is that they're not going to care about you.
Yeah,
She'll go into a courtroom and be older and be in there for some real shit. Oh, sorry. And she falls asleep, and the judge is going to put her in handcuffs for real.
That's why. That's why young kids grow up to be traumatized adults, though, because I understand what you're saying, but we also got to still remember she's 16 years old. You don't deal with kids the way you deal with adults. That's why they're kids.
We were having this conversation yesterday, Amy.
Absolutely. I've been in this situation before where I've been in and out of this system since I was younger. I had my sister call the police on me. I was like 15 years old. Police came to the house, like, threw me on the floor. I'm like, it's a fight between siblings.
Yeah, but that's something criminal. That's not criminal. She fell asleep. Falling asleep is not criminal.
I understand it's not criminal, but they were going there to see how court goes.
Yeah, but we don't know.
You fall asleep in the courtroom, that's how it goes.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You said that this happened. Stuff like this used to happen to you when you was younger. How many times did adults actually say, hey, what's going on at home with you?
Never.
That's my point. So if you see this young girl in court and she keeps falling asleep, the judge should say, hey, why are you so exhausted? Why are you so tired? Because you don't know what that young girl dealing with at home that's got her so exhausted. Same way they didn't know what you were dealing with at home when you was young.
How many times do you wish somebody would have just stopped and said, hey, what's going on? Why are you acting out like this?
I mean, I wish I had, but you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Everybody got a story, and not everybody's going to care about your story. And not you all act like you don't see how the system is. These people don't care about you.
Oh, I'm with you, but
they don't at all.
I'm with you, but this man is black. That's why I'm so pissed off. Judge Kenneth King is a black man. Maybe I should have said that. But that's why I'm so pissed off about this.
And he also is acting as if he cares. He said he wants to mentor her. So if you're going to take that time, you should have took it from the very beginning.
That's right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Some people just don't really know how. Maybe what's it called? Like tough love. They feel like the tough love is what'll do it. But I don't know. I kind of agree. I don't agree with the whole donkey of the day, but I kind of, I see what you all are saying. Because he could have done better. He could have said other things to her, especially if he wants to be someone in her life that's
right.
mentoring her. But
that's all I'm saying. Well, thank you. Have a good day. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, what's happening, man? This is Rashide, also known as Super Rashide, Detroit, Michigan.
Rashide from Detroit. Talk to me about Judge Kenneth King from your city, man.
That's Rashide, also known as Super Rashide.
Rashide.
Hey, let me tell you something, Charlamagne and company. Bro, I usually never, ever, ever agree with you, but I have to agree with you on this. Here's the thing. You're correct. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Charlamagne, but you're correct. You're correct, homie. This guy needs to get all type of repercussions needs to happen to him. And you know what? This is about a bigger problem as well. There are a lot of judges with nasty, stinky, ego attitudes that need to be checked on a regular basis. So he's just part of a small problem, but it needs to be corrected. He needs to be fined heavily. He needs to be, how shall I say, petitioned. The people need to really get out and really show their support for this little girl.
Yep.
And he needs to, he really needs to get his. That's just despicable, disgusting.
I agree.
And you're a grown man with an attitude. You're not a king, bro. You're not a real king. You're just a judge. You know what I'm saying? You got a job to do. But let me ask you guys something about Colin Kaepernick.
Listen, thank you for calling from Detroit, man. I want to hear from more of y'all from Detroit because I know that y'all might know Judge Kenneth King. But we also have audio from the girl's mom, and she explains why she's tired. So we'll play that when we come back. 1-800-585-1051. Talk to us about how you're feeling about this Judge Kenneth King situation and how he disrespected this young 16-year-old girl. Jess Hilarious. Jess is on maternity leave. Envy ran out. I think he had the runs. We got LL Cool, Bay, Lauren London, La Rosa, Delaware's, and Nunu. She said they used to mistake her for Lauren London back in the day on Facebook. That's exactly what she said.
But if you want to give me the, Nunu is that girl, so I'm with it. I'm that girl. Mm-hmm. Who you get mistaken for?
Morris Chestnut.
Really?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
By who?
Just people. Probably the same people who mistake you for Nunu.
Head?
Probably the same people who mistake you for Nunu.
Are these people in your head? Friend, tell me. Do you be talking to these people by yourself?
And then Lauren said,
has anyone ever seen these people?
They mistook her on Facebook. Damn, she ain't even say in real life. She said on Facebook. Now,
the book used to be popping.
We're talking about Judge Kenneth King. Judge Kenneth King is a judge in Detroit who got upset because a young 16-year-old girl was in his courtroom on a field trip and she kept falling asleep. So he threatened her with jail time, threatened to put her in handcuffs, threatened to put her in jail clothes. Just ridiculous. So we're taking phone calls to see what y'all think. Let's go to the phones, right? Good morning.
Hey, your Breakfast Club. This is Kenny calling from Southern Cali.
What do you think about Judge Kenneth King's situation?
Charlamagne, I have to disagree with you because, example, I booked a 13-year-old a couple of days ago for attempted murder.
Ooh. Okay.
Tried to rob just a regular citizen, just tried to rob him and shot him. I had a mom a couple of months ago in there crying. She didn't want to pick her child was in there for vandalism. She didn't want to pick him up. She said he's going to die, that the streets are going to kill him. The stuff that I deal with juveniles on a regular basis, weekly basis, is disheartening. And a lot of times the moms and the parents and the guardians, they don't know. They don't have a clue what to do because the streets have gotten them. And let me agree with you on something. We don't know what her situation is. But you do hear him say, hey, I tried to talk to you, or I tried to ask you and you didn't answer, and, what have you. But so we don't know her situation, but in the same token, the disrespect and the kids out here wilding is crazy.
Yeah, but disrespect, just because you fall asleep in a courtroom on a field trip, that shouldn't be taken as disrespect. You're comparing kids who committed actual crimes to a 16-year-old girl who simply fell asleep in a courtroom on a field trip?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're speaking to the lack of respect for authority, correct? That's what you're saying that she was learning in this.
Correct. Speaking of not so much of the falling asleep, as so much of him trying to communicate with her, and it was you can tell it was a little bit of disrespect there.
I hear a lot of fragile ego from the judge. We actually have the young girl's mother. She did an interview where she explained why she was tired. Thank you for calling from Southern Cali. We appreciate you. Let's listen to the mother, Red.
Would you want someone to treat your child like that? Would you even treat your child like that if he fell asleep in the courtroom?
Latoria Hill is a single mother of 2 children, including her oldest daughter, Eva Goodman. Latoria says Eva was falling asleep because the family does not have a permanent residence at the moment. They're just trying to make ends meet.
To belittle her in front of the whole world and her friends, to make her even feel more worse about our situation.
See what I'm saying?
I'm a single mother. I'm trying my best. I'm doing everything that I can.
Stop demonizing young black kids. Stop criminalizing young black kids just because of their circumstances. Clearly, this young girl is poor and disenfranchised. Clearly, this young girl don't have a stable place to stay. Probably running around in the middle of the night just trying to find a place to lay her head. Her mom trying to do the best she can, and she falling asleep in the courtroom. You'd have known that punk-ass Judge Kenneth King if you'd have simply had a conversation with her. And if she did have an attitude, she had every right to have one. What is wrong with y'all? Let's go to the phones, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
how do you feel about the Judge Kenneth King situation? I don't know if you just heard, we played the call back from her mom. Her mom said the reason she was tired is because they currently don't have a place to stay. They don't have a
that's terrible.
Yes, they don't have a stable residence. Talk to me, ma'am.
I was disappointed in the judge because, again, as you said, you don't know what these children are going through as to why she couldn't stay away. But then to find out that she did have some issues and she has valuable reasons as to why she's not staying awake, it's heart-wrenching. The judge was completely wrong, and he changed a school trip into Scared Straight.
Damn, you're right. And she didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve that.
She didn't deserve that at all.
She didn't deserve that in no way, shape, or form. Thank you for calling. Oh, we wrapping up. Listen, man, I don't know what should happen to Judge Kenneth King. I'm not that smart. I need people out there that's smarter than me to figure out what needs to happen to Judge Kenneth King. But this is a clear abuse of power. And I don't know if he needs to be suspended. I don't know what should happen, but something should happen to Judge Kenneth King. There should be some discipline. The same discipline he was trying to put on that young girl, the same way he said that he was trying to create a deterrent for that young girl, somebody needs to create a deterrent for him so things like this don't ever happen again. And this is why sometimes you need to just shut the hell up if you don't know what's going on in somebody's life. If you're not going to try to, intervene and have a conversation with that person to see what's going on with that person, to see how you can help, then sometimes you just need to shut the F up forever. And Judge Kenneth King needs to shut the F up forever.
Mic drop.
That's my personal opinion. We have Jess With The Mess coming up with Lauren London LaRosa, Delaware's new. What do we got?
We talking 50. He said he doesn't really care to be a billionaire. He's not rushing to get there.
Okay. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We have almost said Lauren London. We have Lauren LaRosa filling in for...
That's what she said.
That is not what I said.
Lauren London LaRosa, if you're just joining us at 6 o'clock this morning, and you can hear it back on the podcast later today, Lauren said that back in the day on Facebook, she used to get mistaken for Lauren London.
Yes.
So they started calling her New in Delaware. That's what she said. It's on. You'll hear it later in the 6 a.m. hour.
Controversy sells.
I'm just telling you what you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's get to Jess With The Mess with Laura LaRosa.
Sorry, Lauren. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, so 50 Cent, Big 50, he was the cover story for Us Weekly, and during the interview, they talked to him about reaching billionaire status, and here's what he had to say about it.
I'm not sure I'm in a hurry to reach that. I've reached a point where I don't have anything that I want that I don't have, so I don't know what the rush is to get to that point. Look, I bought every car that I wanted to 2 or 3 times. That's just the success from 03, and it habits within lifestyle. If you're earning a decent amount of money, if you don't spend it, they're just going to take it. When I said they, I mean the IRS. Financially, when you get to that point, you got to figure out how to put it back. You got to figure out what are you doing as a philanthropist. This is when you start building legacy. You start doing things that are a little more sophisticated because people remember people who helped.
That's
you say you're a billionaire, so that, and they go, okay, what did he do? How did it benefit anyone else? How significant was him making it to that point if it doesn't affect others?
That is a jewel. Drop a clues bomb for 50 Cent.
So true.
That is a jewel. If what you building only benefits you, it's not big enough. I say that all the time.
I agree. And I was saying with 50 Cent, what he did with Shreveport, Louisiana last week, I was really upset with a lot of the blogs because I really didn't see anybody post it. Like, if it would have been violence, if TMZ posted it, but outside of TMZ, I really didn't see any blog posted how successful it was. He posted it like crazy.
I saw
TMZ
some of the
posted
people there posting it too.
Yeah,
though.
but none of the blogs posted how successful it was, how much money he put into that city, how there was no violence. There was no shootings, killings, or anything in the last 5 days in Shreveport.
And maybe because I follow 50, I feel like I saw it all.
I follow 50. I follow all the Stars Universe people too, so they was outside.
None of the blogs posted.
He paid $500,000 for police. I saw that. There was no violence. I saw that.
Man.
Everybody and their mama was there. I saw that.
I seen it all from 50 page.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't wait to be that rich, but also I agree with y'all too. You need to be putting something back in the community.
Correct.
So YG and Sweetie, you guys remember that they got into the altercation earlier this week? Mm-hmm. Police were called. So look at this picture, right? There is a lion and there's a cheetah. This was posted to YG's Insta story. What y'all think this means?
Lying cheetah.
Envy?
Yep.
Yes.
You're a lying cheater.
So after that incident, YG posted this his Instagram story with no context whatsoever, right? So everybody online went wild. Oh my God, she was lying, she was cheating, he was going through her phone, now it's chest hurt. It was like a whole thing. He came back online after the world started going a little crazy. Not the world, but after people started going a little crazy. And he commented, he said, I was at the zoo with my kids. Stop the cap. And people are like, well, why would you just randomly post that? You lying, and now you really got to take your kids to the zoo. Y'all don't care about YG and Sweetie. Y'all don't care at all.
I love YG's music. I just don't care about this situation.
Okay, we gonna shoot our shot
I can
with
pretend though. Like,
no, don't pretend.
No, for real.
No, don't pretend.
I believe him. He was at the zoo.
You probably do believe him, just like you think Meech was helping his cousin with the groceries. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna move on. Scarlett.
Aww.
So what?
Okay, I know the story. That's what I'm saying.
I was about to say, don't all her. You don't even know what happened.
Aww.
Okay, so Scarlett was on live with one of her past boyfriend, and this happened.
You think I'm pretty, baby?
You're beautiful, man. Sometimes.
What that mean?
I mean, sometimes. Sometimes it's better.
Am I pretty right now?
No, not right now. Definitely not right now.
Damn.
Definitely not. I'm looking a little.
I don't feel like being on live no more. So you dead don't think I look pretty right now?
Not like right now, but like sometimes.
Damn. Well, I don't know what to think about that. Love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Love you guys.
Where's Scarlett's from?
The Bronx.
She's from the Bronx.
People from the Bronx shouldn't be in relationships with people from the Bronx. People from the Bronx should always date other people from other boroughs.
I don't know where that guy from.
And not
that
from
is
Florida
the most
either.
New York relationship I ever heard in my life.
You pretty,
You
but
think
not
I'm
right now.
pretty? Not right now. You look a little
I'm not gonna hold
That's
you.
what the hell they be saying.
Put them Timbs on, ma.
She real strong because I wouldn't have asked the second time on Instagram Live in front of thousands of people. I would have just, the first time it flew, I would have just let it go like I didn't hear it. But so that video happened a few days ago. The update is she posted on her Instagram saying, y'all gonna care about this Instagram post. Yes, I left him. Yes, my confidence is back.
She left him.
Yeah, she broke up with him because after that video, everybody was like, girl, that man don't love you. He think, what? That is so disrespectful. It's so hurtful. Because she be going through a lot about her looks. Like she's open about that.
I seen her in the street before. She looked happy. She was out partying. She was having a good time.
Oh, so Scarlett back outside.
Yeah,
That ass, you think I only look good sometimes? Yo, ma, why you doing this, ma?
What accent is that, man?
Yo.
done over here bugging.
It just sound crunchy.
Crunchy.
Bronx relationships be sounding crunchy.
Don't do that. If my family in the Bronx listening, they gonna pull up. I've been told you they gonna
I'm
pull
just
up
telling you, hey, people in the Bronx don't need to date each other. All right, people in the Bronx should always find people from other boroughs or just other states to date.
Maybe YG need to find somebody from the Bronx.
That ain't gonna work, right? All right, well, thank you. That's Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Now it's time for the People's Choice Mix. Let's start off with some Nipsey Hussle. Today is Nipsey's birthday. So
rest in peace, Nip.
Play some Nipsey this morning. And salute to my assistant, Mercedes. It's her birthday as well.
Size 14 in men's.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, you posted a picture. She had that big size 14 in men's boot on that private plane. That plane couldn't even take off.
He just doesn't stop. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. Now, earlier today, during the 6 o'clock hour, we were talking about resemblance. And
Lauren said that she used to get mistaken for Lauren London on Facebook.
I did not say get mistaken.
So then she said everybody in Delaware started calling her Nunu.
Yeah, what they was calling me.
That's what you said.
No, say it again.
Nunu. That's what you said.
That's what he said. But the funniest one was not that. You know, Big Mack is one of our producers. You probably seen him on Wildin' Out. Big Mack came up here and said that people said that he resembles LeBron James.
In the game,
TikTok. And the game.
When the game fell off. But it's like kind of like when the game didn't.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder what filters are y'all using on social media? Because Mac didn't say people would mistake him. He said people mistake him on TikTok. Lauren said people mistake them on Facebook. What filters are y'all using that got people thinking you look like Lauren London
mistaken.
and Mac look like King James?
I told him the only person I've ever been mistaken for is Brandy. And I can understand. I get Brandy and Monica. Brandy. I've never gotten I look like Lauren London. People, it's just my name, Lauren London. So people just jokingly used to do it. You in here like this is
people
like
mistake you for Brandy?
Yes, that happens all the time.
I ain't down with that.
Yo, shut up, man. I can see Brandy.
That's why he was so quiet.
I was just sitting there thinking
if you can get Morris Chestnut, I could do Brandy or Monica.
Morris Chestnut. said he gets mistaken.
Morris Chestnut is being friendly with you because you were a person of the media.
I've never seen. He didn't have to say that. I was nowhere around. He said that on
he knew
Jennifer
you was
Hudson's
going to
show.
see it because you that cling to them people you talk to in your head sent that to you, didn't
I
they?
don't think you look like Brandy. You look like Ray J in the forehead.
Yo, you stupid. Yo, when we come back, we got the, you should fight him. Yo, we got the positive forehead.
Just in the forehead.
Yo, you should fight him.
Not Brandy.
But he got me looking like this. Do I see it? No,
I said in the forehead. I didn't say you look like Ray J. I said you look like him in the forehead. Just in the forehead.
You ain't got Ray J forehead. When we come back, positive note is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess while she's on maternity leave. Now we got a salute to the champ. Joining us earlier today, Claressa Shields.
Claressa Shields, man. She'll be back, too, because her movie comes out on Christmas Day. Ryan Destiny is playing Claressa Shields. She has a movie coming out in theaters, directed by Barry Jenkins. Barry Jenkins did Moonlight. Barry Jenkins did, what was that, Beale Street? Is that what the movie called? Beale Street? Yeah, and it's coming out through MGM.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a real movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you know anything about Claressa's life, you know why her life is worthy of a movie. You should really watch her documentary that came out in 2015 on Netflix called T-Rex.
Yep.
Yeah, Claressa got a hell of a story, man.
All right. You got a positive note for the people?
I do. I want to tell people, first and foremost, my back-to-school drive and fish fry is this Saturday in Moncks Corner, South Carolina from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Berkeley High School student parking lot. We got the free backpacks, the free haircuts, free fried fish. We got the Jamaican food truck pulling up. The Mini Mart Caribbean grocery and cuisine food truck will be pulling up, giving away free plates of Jamaican food, man. So, yes.
What accent was that?
10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pull up Berkeley High School student parking lot. My 9th annual back-to-school drive and fish fry. Positive note today is about ego, okay? Always remember, if we let our ego determine what we see, what we hear, and what we believe, we've let our past success damage our future success. Don't let your ego lead, y'all. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?